How's it going tonight, guys? We have 2D drawing number 8. It looks to be a key. It does have an ellipse, which I'm not too well versed in, but I don't think it's rocket science to figure it out. So let's just jump right into it. I'm going to start with the ellipse. So let's just draw a box 140 by 200. We'll come up. And then we will do center. Specify the center point. Come over, up. That looks like what we want. Let's delete that. We need a circle with a diameter of 70. All right, and that needs to be just 45 up from the middle. Looks good to me. All right, let's get this key going here. So looks like we need to we'll have to figure out the placement of it, but it's 300, 10 over, and up. And then we need to come down 2.88 over 10 and up. Okay. Looks like we have a circle with a radius of 10 at the key. Oops, why didn't it do that right? Let's try this again. Circle 10. I can't say I necessarily agree with that. So I think we can just do a fillet here. So it's 40 over, so we can offset this line. We can offset that 40. And then we'll just bring a line over like this, and then we'll do a fillet with a radius of 10, and that should give us what we need there. That looks better. Okay. Then we come down 20, and that's our point for that. So what do we need here? We need a total of 70. Let's delete our little line there. So we got 70, down 10. Of course, they got some line like this. We got to do a line of 20. I'm just going to run this right down the total height will be 108 from top to bottom. So from the top of the key, though, to the bottom of that will be 96. So that's all the farther we're going with that. So that's fine. Okay. Let's just see what that is. I'm just going to delete it because I don't remember. So, all right, we come down 10. Over to here. Down 30. Over 30. Why would you guys do it this way? Okay. Let's come 50 down. Hold on. Oh, geez. Let's see. Okay, I'm confident in this line. So right here, we just need the 10. Okay, that's fine. Then we need to come down 30. So we got that. Well, that would be the easier way to do it. I see. Okay. Hold on one last time here. So I'm just going to copy this 10. Copy this 30. Copy this 50. 66. 78. 96. 108. Let's just check that number there. There's the 108. Okay. So we know that we come over 54. And that can just do that. We can trim this out. Confident in that. Next we'll come over 32. We'll get this one later. All right, so there's 32. Let's just trim this just so we don't lose our place. It looks a little funky right now, but it will work. Of course, I need that line in. So let's do 20. All the way down to here. We'll trim all of this out. Except for the top one. I know it looks a little crazy, guys, but sometimes I don't always get to the spot that I need to, how everybody else would. So this works for me. Again, I've just been starting to draw these parts here. And then the last one, I think that would be the right size here. And we can check this, it should be 70, which it is. That's looking right. It looks to me like this is the center point on the ellipse. I think that looks right. Which means that this just needs to cut through and get trimmed. I think that looks to be about right, guys. I just gotta add the solid hatch here, which will just go right in the middle here. We got a finished part. Easy enough. Now, of course, we have to extrude it. So I'm just going to delete this again. And let's take a look. Let's do join first and get everything kind of where we want it. We'll extrude. Oops. We'll do a little arc right here, just or actually with a spline be right. I know what, I'll just do? I'll just copy this over. Trim that. Okay, so we can extrude these two. Oh, what the hell happened there? Let's region then. Is something off? I see it's a spline and it doesn't need to be. So we're just going to explode it. Take it away from whatever the hell it wants to be here. Delete this little guy because I think that's what's screwing things up. And try joining again. There we go. We'll region this. Okay, so it's not liking whatever's going on right there, so we'll just draw a new one in. Sometimes CAD is goofy, it doesn't like certain things, just delete it and redo it. Alright, that was easy enough. This we should just be able to grab and move off to the side here. Run a new line through. Join. Region. Alright, what's it not like here? Let's see. So again, sometimes it can be annoying, man. So to avoid messing around, now that I know I got the dims right, I'll just try another polyline and then close it. Just one without the little. Let's see if that solves it. Yeah, there's the bad one. All right. So we should be able to extrude you. We'll go 1 or -1. We'll go -2. -2. We'll do the same with the one in the middle. We'll subtract. Oops. Subtract this, subtract this. There's that. We will extrude these, the -2. As well as this. There's that. Just come there. And this some of these steps may seem stupid, but again, man, whatever. So then we'll just come from here. Oops. And then we'll go from there. There. We'll move this down minus 0.5. Oh. Now we'll move it down minus 1. Interesting. Now we'll select all polylines, delete them. Delete that. Let's make it a brass key. And we'll do steel just for the other part. We'll do honed. There we have it, guys. That one was pretty fun.